How is Spain changing Tabernas Desert into a forest? You must have heard about the Sahara Desert or the Arabian Desert, but have you ever heard of the Tabernas Desert in southern Spain? It's a unique place where the sun shines more often than anywhere else in Europe. It rarely rains there, because of which the land is so dry that only tough shrubs and colorless grasses can grow. This barren and rocky landscape, covering 280 square kilometers, is just 25 miles north of Almeria, a region known for its thriving greenhouses that supply Europe with fruits and veggies all year round. But unlike the greenhouses, the Tabernas Desert isn't a place where life thrives easily. With its hills and valleys, rugged terrain, and lack of rainfall, it reminds more of the Great Deserts of North America than of Spain. But what is concerning is that Spain is facing an alarming threat of desertification. Shockingly, scientific research suggests that within the next 80 years, Spain could become a desert. Over 31% of its land is already affected, 1% of the soil already turned infertile, and 18% is at high risk of irreversible desertification. This is caused by rising temperatures, frequent droughts, and lower precipitation rates, making southern Europe vulnerable to issues like soil infertility, reduced water quality, and decreased resilience of the land. This is a serious issue because the consequences of desertification could be catastrophic. It would lead to lower food production and serious impacts on local communities and wildlife. But Spain is fighting back with a range of innovative and cutting-edge solutions. In this video, we'll explore how Spain is taking on the challenge of desertification head-on. So let's see how science, innovation, and community efforts are making a difference in this once lifeless land. But first, let's clear the confusion regarding the concept of desertification, which means land turning into a desert. It is not necessary for the causes of desertification to be completely natural. It could also be because of humans. In the Tabernas Basin in Spain, there are badlands that look like deserts, but there is also intensive olive farming that is hurting the only oasis in continental Europe called Los Molinos Spring. Until the 1950s, people used to irrigate only 200 hectares of land to grow olives, but now they irrigate 4,400 hectares. This is 22 times more than what it was in the 1950s, and as you might have guessed, the environmentalists were not happy about it. This has caused a lot of problems, like not enough water for the crops and the spring. Los Molinos Spring has gone down a lot in the past few decades, so desertification is not just about the expansion of the desert, but also about the extensive misuse of natural resources. Before we talk about how Spain is fighting against desertification, please like this video if you are enjoying it and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any videos from us. Do you agree that humans are responsible for the desertification of Spain? Let me know in the comments. Now, you might be happy to know that the very same people who were responsible for the degradation of the land are now trying to save it. It's true, and several organizations that work for the welfare of the environment are launching several projects to restore damaged areas, and one such project is Alvelal. This project was started by a group of passionate growers and entrepreneurs. Alvelal is a 20-year program aimed at restoring over 1 million hectares of land in Almeria, Granada, and Murcia. The organization is funded by philanthropists and foreign investors who share the commitment to the cause. However, restoring the land takes much more time than ruining it, and the effects of this long-term project may not be fully visible until 2035. And it's impressive to note that around 1.3 million euros are being invested in this program every year. It was reported that the efforts of Alvelal will not only restore the land, but it will also have a positive impact on the area's climate. With more water in the soil and more trees contributing to evapotranspiration, the landscape may undergo a transformation in the coming years. The project also aims at producing ecological almond trees on land as large as Madrid, covering an area of about 50,000 hectares. A Dutch NGO named Common Land has also partnered with Alvelal. So, the work is not being done by just a few people. It's a collective effort supported by a dedicated team of professionals and the local farmers committed to restoring the land. To combat the issue of desertification, the country has also launched a project called Green Belt, which aims to turn thousands of hectares of barren land into green oases. The project involves planting millions of trees, shrubs, and other vegetation, as well as restoring degraded soils and improving water management practices. The goal is to create a sustainable ecosystem that will provide numerous benefits, including improved soil fertility, increased biodiversity, and reduced erosion and desertification. The project is being carried out in collaboration with local communities, farmers, and NGOs who are working together to ensure its success. The project starts with the planting of saplings of juniper, oak, and pine in random patterns to mimic nature. The survival of the saplings is a crucial aspect of the project's success, and the people working on the project monitor their progress closely. They constantly inspect the tiny plants every few feet. It was reported that about 95% of the saplings have survived, which is a good start. However, given the rough terrain and slow-growing nature of the saplings, it will take several decades to establish the green belt. Since it is a long process, people are making every effort to reduce that time and make reforestation quicker and more efficient. And what is it that helps humans to do things quicker and more efficiently? It's technology. Spanish entrepreneurs are revolutionizing reforestation by combining drones with smart seeds to create a faster, more efficient, and cost-effective tree planting process. Traditional reforestation methods are time-consuming and require a lot of resources, but CO2 Revolution, a Spanish startup, is using drones, data, and a new type of seed to create a solution for large-scale reforestation. The startup aims to plant up to 10 million trees over the next decade. Juan Carlos Sesma is the mastermind behind CO2 Revolution. He believes that the best way to handle humanity's expanding carbon footprint is by creating entirely new ecosystems. Planting with the help of drone technology is carried out in 3 stages. The first stage involves gathering information about the area where the trees will be planted. A drone with special cameras is used to gather data on factors like temperature, rainfall, soil types, and native plant species. This information is combined with data on local laws and population requirements to find the best spots to plant each seed. Then, the second technology enters the picture. The team uses special smart seeds, or L seeds, that are designed in labs to match the local ecosystem. These seeds are coated with a gelatinous polymer that protects them from animals and ensures they will germinate when they receive water. The seeds are also placed in a biodegradable capsule that contains fertilizers and pesticides, which helps to increase the chances that they will develop into a plant. Finally, the seeds are planted using a CO2 Revolution drone that has GPS capability. The seed tanks attached to the drones are 3D printed and have a capacity of 10,000 seeds each. By using this method, the company claims that at least 80% of the seeds they plant will grow into trees or other plants. This technology could help to speed up reforestation efforts and create more diverse and healthy ecosystems. But aren't we forgetting one of the most important requirements to grow plants? Water. This desert receives 30,000 hours of sunshine every year, and the temperatures could go up to 35 to 40 Celsius or 95 to 104 Fahrenheit. And just like I said earlier, only 25 miles away is a region known for the production of fruits and vegetables. So, to prevent desertification, Spain is using technology to acquire water through several methods to grow plants. In a small village located in the Canary Islands of Spain, engineer and inventor Ricardo Gil has come up with a revolutionary new way to combat drought with the help of a technology that lets him collect water from the air. Since water is scarce in this region, Ricardo has installed 18 collectors in the perfect spot to collect the water from the fog. Each collector can individually collect up to 160 liters of water on a good day, and with all 18, potentially 2.2 million liters of water can be collected annually. This is a big deal for the farmers and people living in that region, because the rising temperatures and reduction in rainfall have caused dams to dry up and the landscape to degrade and become desert-like. Ricardo's invention was inspired by nature itself, where trees in mountain forest at high elevations filter fog water by catching droplets in their leaves, which then fall to the ground and water the tree. He created a simple system copied from the trees, using a fine mesh cover to extract water from clouds. When clouds pass through the mesh, droplets attract within the mesh and fall into a collection tray. Ricardo named his product Life Nibblers. The collected water is suitable for human consumption, and his invention has provided an alternative solution to restore the landscape and help farmers who are struggling with the water shortage. The fog harvesting technology is providing much needed water, which is essential for agriculture. The water collected from this technology can be treated and bottled for consumption. 71% of the earth is covered with water, yet Spain has a shortage of water. Obviously, you cannot use seawater because it is salty, so what about removing salt from the water? That's exactly what Spain is doing. The Spanish government has set up many destination factories, and according to the Spanish Association of Desalination and Reuse, Spain currently produces about 5 million M3 of desalinated water per day, which is used for human consumption, irrigation, and industrial purposes. This seawater was underused before these factories were built, but now, Spain has managed to recover some of its underwater reservoirs by using desalinated water. More than 80% of desalinated water from some factories is used for irrigating the farmlands, and about 3% of it ends up as tap water. Even though changing the Tabernas Desert into a forest might take decades, Spain is determined to make that happen, and technology is playing an important role in achieving that goal. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any future videos from us. Thank you for watching.